In this week's Realty Rant, we are getting tips to ensure a timely and smooth closing. That's what we all want. And who better to help us? Our Vince Curry from Cooperative Real Estate and Joellen Robles from Hillsborough Title. Good morning.
Here we are, always letting the consumers know what's up in real estate. It's not as easy as some of us make it look.
Well, and especially when it comes to closings. I don't know if I've ever met anyone that says, oh yeah, my closing was just wonderful. There was no stress.
Yeah,
There's a lot of pieces.
Yeah, they say death, divorce, and buying a house are the three most stressful things you can do.
But you're going to help.
Yes.
At least with the housing part.
With the housing part, and we do it quite a few times a month, so I'm under the stress with everybody. Just when they close, they get to move on, but I go on to the next customer.
I know. Well, let's talk about closing, and I know a big part of what makes your team so successful is the other teams that you kind of work with.
Exactly. I surround myself with the best. Hillsborough Title, they're the best there is. I mean, some of the people at Hillsborough Title, like I've said, I've been dealing with for 25 years, and I've just learned to trust them, and I just know the level of service and expertise that I'm getting, and it makes me very confident going in and out of these transactions. So,
Joellen, then let's talk about closing, because again, what is the best way to help it as smooth as it can go?
As smooth as it can go, it can be a stressful transaction, and first and foremost, having that open communication with not only your realtor and your lender, but also the title company. It tends to be a quick process, meaning the transaction from start to finish can be anywhere from 30 to 60 days, so a lot happens in that time. So just staying informed, being proactive, responding to both your lender and your title company when they ask for things, information, things like that, can definitely make it go smoother.
All right, so let's go over some of these things. I love this for buyers and sellers. You say, number one, make sure you have the right ID. Normally 2 forms of ID are required. 2
forms, and that comes at the end of the process when you're getting ready to sign all your documents that facilitate the title transfer. And as simple as it sounds, a lot of people either show up with no ID or an expired ID. So it's real important.
They think you're just going to recognize them and go, yeah, we're going to shift these hundreds of thousands of dollars, and just because you say you are.
Well, we were your LA Fitness card, some kind of ID,
exactly.
But yeah, so just make sure. And if you don't know, ask, call, and make sure, like, hey, what do I need to bring to closing?
Yeah, and if you're dealing with an experienced real estate agent, they're usually going to remind you to bring ABC with you to the closing, and the closing, you guys are doing a great job always reminding them as well, so there's really no excuse for them not to, because they're getting on 2 fronts, getting reminded on what to bring.
We talked about this last week too, but the transfer of funds, make sure that you know everything is in line and what you need to do. That's a big part of it as well.
Yeah, you should prepare if you are bringing funds to close. Those funds do need to be collected funds, meaning they either need to be in the form of a cashier's check or bank check, but most title company these days do prefer wire transfers. So I think you talked about last week, cybersecurity. Be sure to verify those wiring instructions with the title company before sending the funds.
And then who actually needs to be there at the closing, like in the room?
We must have either the buyer or the seller, primarily. And then some real estate agents do attend, and some lenders attend as well, but it's not required.
But all persons who hold title to the property or need to be, purchasing it, need to be there.
Yes.
Right. All right, for real estate agents as well, do you want to mention anything about what they need to?
I think for consumers, I try to give a bunch of consumer information. I think to a consumer and to real estate agents, we're only as good as the people that we surround ourselves with. And I always, always bring up on the show that, I'm really proud of the people that we affiliate our customers with, because I know they're absolutely they're the best in the business. And Hillsborough Title, they do training at our office. They train our agents. If you're a broker or an agent out there, they do the training in your office. And I think education is so important in this industry, and there's so many ever-changing sanctions and laws that are always changing, and they're on top of everything. I usually hear it first from them. So it's exciting to, it makes your life easier buying and selling if you surround yourself with people like this.
Well, and that's what I love about our segments that we do with you, Vince, because you bring the other team members that you work with, and it's wonderful to meet everybody. So no secret of all your success, no secret to why. Thank you so much. If someone wants to find out more info, maybe get a house this new year.
Absolutely, of course. If you want to see past episodes of Realty Rant, you go to realtyrant.com, and you can always reach us at 813-909-0999. If you're thinking of buying or selling real estate anywhere in the state of Florida, give us a call.
Sounds good. Thank you, Vince.